What's going on with y'all? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Y'all know what time it is. I got two things to talk about. We're not going to be long because I don't like none of these people I'm about to talk about. Everybody's still talking about the brownies thing where he curved the kid like he did. And I'm like, okay, the kid, first of all, was way too in his face. And plus, he was in a hurry that night. So let him be. Like, why are y'all running up to people? And I'm not a LeBron fan. I can't stand that bald-headed. It's within the first 2 minutes. I can't say what I want to say. But I don't like that dude at all. Don't like him. Never have liked him. But what that kid did was wrong. You can't just run up to somebody on the street. Yeah, but they don't owe you nothing. You choose whether you want to root for this player or not. I don't care for none of these guys. You know, all of these guys have been linked to being an a-hole or doing something wrong to the kids or curving the kids. We've heard this about Kobe Bryant. We've heard this about Scottie Pippen. We've heard this about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan just did it. When he came downstairs, you forgot? When he came downstairs and everything, I'm from the game, I'm from the office, kids was like, that's Michael Jordan. That's Michael Jordan. You know, they were like excited. And he was like, hey, cut that camera off. Like he was cussing them out. You know, and he had a right to do that. I wasn't mad at Mike what he did. Like, dude, you can't just film people to film them. They're not animals at the exhibit. This is why I be trying to tell fans, like, look, don't just walk up to them and stuff. You know? I'm not a Warren Sapp fan. He used to do this all the time. He tell people, oh, you want an autograph, you got to pay. You got to pay such and such money. You know? But Warren Sapp was such an a-hole outside of the field, like to people, like he was an a-hole to people, like men or grown-ups in general. But I just always thought of him as a scumbag because because of his remarks, especially what he said about Tony Dungy. I lost respect for him. After what Dungy did to get you there. After you was in the draft, they was talking bad and negative about you. And Dungy did what he did for you. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the reason why I don't like Sapp. But other than that, you got to go to the proper protocols to get something from them. Some fans, like some people, like you will ask. Like you'll be like, yo, I can take a picture with you. Bet. But the mom, there was a mom who came on and was pissed off at Kobe and Scottie. Remember, she went viral talking about her son was waiting there to get this. And I said, lady, for one, who cares? Your son's idol should be God first. Not no goddamn basketball player. All they do is play basketball. What else do they do? I admired Kobe because of his business acumen, his mind, and plus I loved him on the court because he turned me to a fan. I used to hate Kobe's guts. But Kobe, man, proved that he's willing to take the challenge, and he did. People just started nitpicking him because there was nothing else you could say. You couldn't say he couldn't win without Shaq. Now they're trying to say he couldn't win without Powell. But I was like, who had championships before who? Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. So Powell, so if you put Powell on the teams when he was with Shaq, he would have won. It's the same thing with LeBrownies. You guys talking about LeBrownies ought to play with Steph. No, Steph would ask for a trade. Steph would be like, no, I'm out of here. I can't. Dude, do you know Steph was struggling because LeBron was ball hogging the goddamn ball? When I talk about LeBron, I talk about his garbage play on the court and his HGH that he's taking. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't even come out and fought against it. He just let it stay out there. It's like, wow, so I guess Check Sundin was correct. All right. Bet. Because he ain't say nothing, and then the UFC fighter out there talking about, hey, LeBron, talk about the sweatshops you have. They said, oh, he was a flag bearer. Oh, I thought he was going to be it for China. You know, because China own them. We know that, allegedly. All this I'm saying, YouTube, allegedly. So calm down. Don't be upset, because you guys love to try to mess people monetizations up. But yeah, he's a chump. Michael Jordan's a chump. I didn't like either one, but Michael Jordan was better. Like, everybody's saying he the GOAT because Marcus Jordan was caught sniffing, caught playing with the booger sugar. It's like, okay, he's a grown man. If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. It's like people got to stop trying to be parents when their own life and their kids, some of y'all have kids, don't even deserve kids. Because you guys try to be their friend too much. Y'all let them talk to you any kind of way. Y'all let them call you by your first name and shit. And some of y'all have stepdads or stepmoms where you don't allow them to discipline the kid. Because y'all are too like, no, you ain't gonna do that to my kids. And then the other guy, the other person who ain't even around, like, yo, man, if I gotta, let me discipline my kid. Like, you ain't gotta do it. That's why I told you I'm never getting in a relationship with a chick with a kid ever again. It's a nightmare. Like, it's a real nightmare. Like, the kid can do whatever they want in front of you. It's like, nah, I ain't doing this. And that's why I told one chick, like, look, man, I told a chick I met afterwards, like, you got a kid? Well, they can't come over here. Because if they come over here, man, they're going to get their ass whooped if they disrespectful. And I will fight the daddy, too. I don't care if he's a big muscle guy like my boy Rick Turner. I don't care. We will fade right then and there. Because you're not going to disrespect me in my house. Or that little mother effer can go stay with his pops. And I kept telling her that. Let him go stay with his pops. She ain't want to do it. Exactly. Soft-ass parent. That's what I call them. Soft-ass parents. Like Bernie Mac said, I will F your kid up. And I agree. I will F your kid up if they come to my house and be disrespectful. I tell people that. Don't come over here with no disrespectful crap. You can say, oh, you're mean and everything. Well, I'll be mean then. Because I don't go to work every day and pay bills around this bitch for this little mother effer to run around here think he runs shit. Man, you don't carry your ass on with that brat. I tell him to their face. And I call him a brat. He a brat. You can get the baby daddy on the phone. Yeah, I called her a brat. And I called Joe Jit a brat. Because that's what the hell they are. Now, if you want to come get both of them, bro, you can come get them. I have them with their stuff outside. Dude, like, man, no, man, I'm good. Because he knows. Baby Pops know, like, man, hell no, because I can't do what I do. Damn. Put on the phone. Man, look, man, stop messing. Listen. Stop tripping. This dude doing all this stuff. You ain't moving back with me. and he ain't, you done spoiled him rotten. I don't want him back either, because every time I get him, he acting up. But yeah, I went to a tangent. I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. But if you clicked off, hey, you really weren't interested in the video anyway. But yeah, LeBrownies curved the kids. So what? A lot of stars have done that. Kobe and Pippen, Michael Jordan, all y'all favorite stars have done this. Shaquille O'Neal probably had a bad day where he didn't sign a fan stuff. It depends on when you catch them. Every dog, they're human. They're human. But this notion that this is Black Jesus and this a king, man, he ain't a king. King of what? He hasn't done nothing for nobody. And everybody gonna say, oh, he donated stuff, he did this. That's not doing nothing for nobody. What jewels has he left for others to be successful in business? Not only be successful in business, what jewels has he left in the community to help them be a better human being? He hasn't. Kobe Bryant left some jewels. Mike, I can't stand Mike, but Mike left some jewels to people. But the person, in my opinion, that's better than all of them outside of the court is Isaiah Thomas. That's one thing I agree with Carcino on. When Carcino say he the GOAT, I said, man, I'm about to lean that way. Because Isaiah, man, a.k.a. Zeke, man, Zeke be dropping some knowledge, bro. Like knowledge. Not no knowledge about picking up a basketball, and it's just knowledge in working. Like Kobe had that same effect. He dropped knowledge that didn't just talk about basketball. It was about life. It was about preparation. Doesn't matter, like his work ethic and his work ethic and his attention to detail could translate to any profession. That's the facts. Michael Jordan had a work ethic. This guy, man, LeBrownies, man, he ain't got no work ethic. He ain't nothing but a piggybacker. He's an attention seeker. But, hey, this is y'all king. This is y'all GOAT, right? Him and MJ. What a bunch of sacks of shits. Now, going into the next thing, because I'm going to talk about this quick, because I don't like this bitch ass nigga. This O-Band. Shannon Sharp went on Nightcap talking about when Deion went off on the reporters. Coach Prime had a right to go off on those reporters. I think he said he tried to contact them earlier, but they couldn't get any service or anything, so he would have to contact them later. But he went out on the whim, and people really kind of didn't like what he said about, like, well, you got to go out there and prove it, and then you're punishing the reporter when he's a part of the local news. He's not a part of the national and all of that. Shannon, that's not the point. He's a part of the umbrella. That's like if somebody has a problem with you and what you were talking about, and then let's say Chad or somebody that's under you go out and their local Nightcap, and they wanted to ask a question to somebody. They like, I don't want to talk to you. But then he goes to insinuate that Prime was mad about the ranking of coaches and saying that they're dirty. How is that? Everybody's trying to say because they ranked them low. I don't believe that has anything to do with it. But if it did, then I'll apologize for it. But you're his friend. You have his number. You could reach out and ask him what was it about, and he would tell you. You did the same thing to Ray Lewis, and I didn't respect him when he said that, even though Ray Lewis was B-dancing. He was B-dancing. I have no quarrels or anything when it comes to him. He was B-dancing. That boy was doing a twist. He was dancing on toes. He was ballerina in that shit. He was pulling the Simone Biles on the beam, on the floor mat, doing all these twists and turns. But dog, it's like, listen, we understand that now you're being who you are. I'm not surprised. And I'm not surprised. But why are y'all surprised? Why are y'all surprised that this chump is doing this? This dude here played on a stereotype to get famous. Did y'all forget that? Y'all forgot he played on a stereotype where he had the black and mild, the yak, the wave cap, and then he had, of course, the robe on. Y'all was excited and laughing like, man, he one of the bruhs, and that's what's wrong with the brothers. Y'all think everybody the bruh because they smoke a black and mild and drink some yak. Disgusting. Y'all think everybody the bro. Y'all think everybody the homie. It's a travesty. Like, they actually think this dude is the homie. Like, bro, no, he's not. He the police. Man, and then when Shannon was chilling with his male friend, he was hiding that. He didn't want to even bring that out. So I'm not even surprised at what he said about Coach Prime, because Coach Prime been going off on all these cowards because they're cowards. They keep writing these hit pieces trying to paint them like they're the bad guys, and they're not. And Coach Prime don't like it, and they did something dirty to Prime, and I don't believe it has anything to do with the coaching thing. I think it has a whole lot to do with how they conduct their business. And a lot of these people are shady. They're using Coach Prime's name to sell stuff. That's why they're talking negative. They doing the same thing with Angel Reese. They did the same thing with her. And all the brothers started hopping on the white people train. It's crazy. Like, you got all these Tobys, and they don't even know they Toby in it. Then you got dudes who are just flat out haters who try to say that, oh, Kobe was a sidekick. Kobe never was no sidekick. Shaq even said this out of his mouth, that Kobe wasn't a sidekick. And you got guys who believe he was. I'm like, how? How was he a sidekick? Oh, was Shaq and this and that? When Shaq went out with fouls and when he didn't come up big down the stretch, Kobe was the one who got them over the hump. That's not a sidekick. A sidekick is Scottie Pippen, who can't get you over the hump. That's a sidekick. You understand? That's a sidekick. A sidekick doesn't get the job done. He's just there along for the ride. What Isaiah said about him, some people think because they rode in the Ferrari, they think they better than what they are. And that's the facts. Everybody know Pippen won shit. Everybody knew Michael was the guy. That's why people get mad about when they bring up Pippen. Like, Pippen, what? Are you kidding me? At what? He was a solid role player, but he wasn't no damn superstar with it. And you got people who delusional who be thinking he is. I'm like, all right. Because he got a dunk on Patrick Ewing. It's like, what are we talking about? And yes, Scottie Pippen was better than LeBron. I don't know why people keep talking about it. I'm like, dude, if Scottie Pippen matched up with LeBron, he would take LeBron out the game. He would take him out the game and he would score on LeBron because LeBron don't play defense and he's soft. But Uncle Shay Shay, y'all uncle, who I like to call the guzzler, Mr. Guzzler, you know, he's a fraud. He's going to do whatever the bosses tell him to do. He's going to attack black athletes. He's going to attack blacks. He's not going to have that same energy for whites. The only guy he went at was Tom Brady because the media was allowed to go at Tom Brady. Because the media and people didn't like Tom Brady. The person that they loved was Peyton Manning. They loved Peyton Manning. They loved Roethlisberger. They did not love Tom Brady. I don't know why people think Tom Brady was a media darling. He wasn't. The media hated the Patriots and him and Belichick because Belichick didn't give a damn about none of them. He didn't care. And then the league tried their best to screw him sometimes, but they couldn't because Tom Brady overcame it. But early on, those 3 Super Bowls they got, yeah, man, they was trying to push Peyton. Peyton couldn't get the job done, so they was like, man, well, we got to go to Tom. Then Ben Roethlisberger came. They tried to push Ben. Got to go with Tom because they just looked at Tom as a lower pick in the 6th round. But Shannon Sharp ain't shit. He full of shit. And should have called Coach Prime. Stop trying to come up with narrative, Shannon, so you can basically sell your punk ass show. I don't support him because he's a B dancer. He's a Toby. Oh, and the LeBrownie situation, who cares? Y'all gonna fall in love with this clown next week. He's a chump too. He a chump, so is the old 23. You got like 3 chumps I done talked about. I'm out. Deezy.